played like contracted hitmen killers, and I played murderers and stuff before.
Yeah.
So you kind of go to a dark place, but it really felt particularly dark to play him
Yeah.
because I have to go to like something that's just like so deep. It's probably the deepest I feel like I've gone like in my acting career because I'm so not that guy. Not that I'm a murderer either or anything, because I've done that before too. But like, I don't know. There was just something really particularly dark about this, and I feel like Uvia was a good dance partner. Like she helped me create this individual, and I wanted to do it justice by not, like Uvia's such a sweetheart. Like I would, you almost feel weird like being a dickhead to her. You know what I mean? But it's like we all knew that's what the role called for, and I wasn't going to hold back on it. I wanted it to seem as genuine as possible.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Film Goes podcast. Today I'm with the one and only Dwyer Jr. I gotta add the Jr. on there.
It's an honor, brother. Thanks,
man. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Yeah.
So,
I actually thought this was Joe Rogan. Was Joe Rogan coming in? No?
Joe Rogan.
Oh, this is
no, he's not. He's not. This is the Film Goes.
This
podcast.
one's better, right?
Yeah, this one's a little better.
Oh, okay, cool.
I wish I had his Joe Rogan money.
Yeah, me too. That'd be nice.
So, you're an actor, and we met. The way we met was kind of funny because you were kind of in the acting like world here in town, but you weren't really like out there, right?
No.
And I think we connected on Instagram, and
yeah,
I was like, I need an actor for this film, and that's kind of how we met, and then we worked together. So
yeah, it just flourished from there. I remember, I think I reached out to you a couple months prior.
Yeah,
and I was like, hey man, like I'm an actor. I moved here from Florida, like probably like a year before, and I'd done some stuff in Florida, and I just was looking to get into the acting scene here, and I took a while for things to come to fruition, but that's just how it goes, you know. And then, but yeah, I remember being like, please, like, I like your work, man. Like, let's work together, So
yeah. No, I remember seeing like, cause you had some clips on your Instagram, and then just your look. I was like, oh, that's kind of the look I want. for this role.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the beginning though. Like in your journey, you said you worked in Florida. Like, how did you get into acting?
Yeah, so I kept like having people tell me I should like try modeling and stuff like that growing up. So I actually went to a film festival in Florida, and it was really kind of bizarre how I got started. Like I seen this thing. This guy was asking for people to dress up as characters from his screenplay, and he wrote a screenplay about World War II. Mm-hmm. So I sent in like some pictures, and he was like, yeah, I would love for you to dress up as one of the soldiers from World War II. So I showed up dressed as a soldier, and World War II had the whole gear and Tommy gun, the whole thing. And I walked around this festival like that, dressed as a character from his screenplay. Now, again, it's World War II, so he had another character that was dressed up as a Nazi. So this poor guy was walking around this festival dressed as a Nazi. Wow. And we had to like explain to people like, he's a character from the screenplay. He's not a real Nazi. So that was fun. But that guy's mom was a manager, and she just basically told me like, have you ever considered acting? And it was something that I'd like toyed around with in my head before. Like I was like, I would like to do something like that. And she's like, I think I can get you some gigs. And I got like a commercial. I did like a commercial for an app that was called In2Go, where it was like you message your friends and you're like, oh, I want to do this on this date. And your friends, if they're in to go, they would do it. That was like my first acting gig. And then I got like short films from there and stuff like that, some independent stuff. And at one point I was shooting at MacGyver and his partner on CBS, and it kind of went from there. So it was fun.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So like, was that when you were already an adult, or?
Yeah, no, I was an adult. I already had my daughter was already born. Wow. She was like 2 years old at the time, I think. So I was about 23, I think, when that happened. So I kind of got bit by the acting bug later. But I think like when I was a kid, like I was obsessed with movies. I was just a kid that loved movies. Like movies were like my friends in a weird way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I remember the first time I saw The Dark Knight, like Heath Ledger was like that was an inspiration to me. I was like, I want to do that. I want to be able to like put on a performance that people like will resonate with people forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always interested in it, and then I didn't pursue it until I got older. I was really shy in high school. Like the thought of me being an actor in high school would like be crazy to me. Like if a girl told me she liked me in high school, I'd throw up.
Can you stand from South Park?
Yeah, exactly. Like I had very low confidence, and as I got older, I think acting kind of helped me with that almost in a way. So yeah.
Oh, okay, that's crazy, dude. So how was the like the community of film in Florida? And we're in Florida, Tampa, right? Or like
Close
north?
to yeah, like in between Tampa and Orlando.
Okay.
But it's pretty similar to here. I haven't done much acting in a long time. I get some roles here and there when I have people that I've already worked with in the past that kind of reach out and they go, "Hey, we think this would be good for you," or something like that. But I haven't really actively pursued it in a long time.
But what about when you started? When you were doing stuff out there before you moved here?
Yeah, I did a lot of stuff in Tampa mostly. I kind of got in pretty good with that community there. We did I did like a horror film, big on horror. um, and honestly, I think I kind of liked the Vegas scene a little bit more. I was able to do like music video that got like over 2 million views for a DJ from Amsterdam.
Oh wow.
Um, I was able to do my Joker short. I wanted to pay homage to Heath Ledger for inspiring me to be an actor at one point in my life. So
Yeah.
I was able to do that with my buddy Jonathan here. I was able to do Behind Closed Doors with you. And that was probably the most meaningful thing that I've done, in my opinion.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So far.
Damn, I had the question in my head and it went away. What was it?
It's okay.
So yeah, like in Florida, did you ever like try going down to Miami? Is it like close or no?
So where I'm at in Florida, Miami's probably a good 3.5, 4 hour drive.
So kind of like here to LA.
Yeah, exactly. Like here to LA. So I'm sure they're doing more in Miami and stuff like that. But no, I never really made it down there. I was kind of a lazy actor. I didn't. I should have tried harder to get into different agencies to get different managers and agents. But life gets in the way, man. Like I'm a dad. I now I got 2 kids. I got a third on the way.
Oh wow, congrats, bro.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, so it was my first boy. I knew I could do it eventually. It was gonna happen.
You gotta keep trying.
I'm gonna keep going. Yeah. No, it just happened to be that way. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of get caught up with that. I get caught up with work and trying to maintain like a normal life too. On top of trying to pursue what I consider a dream. So it can be hard at times, but there's never anything I'd rather do than be on a set. The most fun that I have working is when I'm on set. Being around other actors and not just like a commercial or something like that, but actually like creating something like Behind Closed Doors or something like that. That's meaningful, or just something that I can express a little bit of range on.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about Behind Closed Doors. So it was interesting that we kind of talked about how we met and stuff, but then like I was like, yeah, let's do it. We have the script, we have everything, and then you're like, oh, I'm moving to Florida. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I don't want to change it, but no, you were cool. Like you decided to come down for like the shoot, so we did it all in a weekend.
Right.
So yeah, let's talk a little bit about like your character. Like so your character is
Jesse,
obviously the villain. Like he's quarantined with his wife and he's the abuser.
Yeah.
How was it to play that, man?
It's different. I mean, I played like contracted hitmen, killers, and I played murderers and stuff before.
Yeah.
So you kind of go to a dark place, but it really felt particularly dark to play him.
Yeah.
Because I have to go to like something that's just like so deep. It's probably the deepest I feel like I've gone like in my acting career, because I'm so not that guy. Not that I'm a murderer either or anything, because I've done that before too. But like, I don't know, there was just something really particularly dark about this, and I feel like Uvia was a good dance partner. Like she helped me create this individual, and I wanted to do it justice by not, like Uvia's such a sweetheart. Like I would, you almost feel weird like being a dickhead to her. You know what I mean? But it's like we all knew that's what the role called for, and I wasn't gonna hold back on it. I wanted it to seem as genuine as possible. You know, so it's different. It's different playing him for sure. I felt like I went to a really dark place.
How do you usually get there? Was that your first time trying to get there?
I feel like I went to a particularly dark place with this one because it was something that hit a little close to home for me. You know, just stuff when I was a kid with my mom. You know, just something that I was able to kind of see firsthand. And again, why I really wanted to do it justice and not hold back and just kind of show exactly, you know, what it's called behind closed doors, right? So most of the time people don't, you know, they can hear about it, but seeing it, you know, we kind of expose that. And I think we kind of were able to bring some things to light with that, just how dark and ugly it can get.
Yeah, and it was interesting too, like just, you know, because you talk about playing like a villain, like a killer or a murderer or whatever. Those things almost seem like fantastical compared to this was like it's real life.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
And a lot of these things that we didn't know that was happening, like during the pandemic, like people didn't even think about it, and I hear that a lot from people. Like, oh, I didn't even think about someone that has mental illness or someone that's, you know, like going through that kind of domestic relationship. So yeah, it's just it was like an interesting thing for sure.
Yeah.
So other than like going to that dark place, like how did you feel about the whole like film and
I thought it was great. I thought it was great. I thought it came out really good. All of them did for your 14 Days Anthology. I think you're a brilliant guy, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
I enjoyed it. It's almost weird for me to watch my stuff because I am probably my own worst critic when it comes to that.
Yeah,
like,
we all are.
Like most people, right? Like it's in actors and directors, probably especially.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. It's just weird to see myself be that that evil,
that mean.
Yeah, that mean. I'm really not that bad of a guy, I swear.
Yeah, I know. I remember we got to set, and then you had the wife beater on, and then I saw the tats, and I'm like, oh yeah, you have to look down for sure. But
yeah, you got it down. Comes natural.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I think you know, even Yuvia told me in the past, like you know, like her mom. But like I could probably never meet Yuvi's mom because she probably hates me.
Oh yeah,
because the only time
that.
she's ever seen me is
she
that,
said
you know?
something to me too when I met her.
Yeah,
like, oh, you fucker or something. I can't remember. I mean, she didn't say that, but she said something like that, like, oh, because she saw like, you know, the makeup on Yuvia and it was like it was realistic and it was crazy.
Oh man, yeah,
and it's just that shot of you. I remember, so like a little behind the scenes, like when that scene when you go down and start smashing her, you're like doing push-ups and stuff, and I'm like, oh shit,
I was getting ready.
I really gotta hit her. No, but
I had to get the
like
pump going.
Even seeing that, it will like come to like live. It was intense as hell, very intense.
That was an intense day.
Yeah,
that was an intense day. And yeah, like you said, Devaney with the makeup was crazy, bro. Like she made it look so real.
Yeah,
it was brutal. And she actually did the makeup on my Joker short that we did, and she kills it, bro. Like she makes me look just like Heath's Joker.
Was that something you wrote, the Joker stuff? You wrote that, or
was
that
my buddy Jonathan wrote it?
Oh,
we kind of came up with the concept together. You know, because I feel like if I have a gift when it comes to acting, it's like impressions and like being able to kind of change it. And I feel like I haven't had too many opportunities to express that range. Like the most recent film that I did that came out today on Tubi that I'm a part of, I was able to kind of do like my Scarface thing with it, put my own like little Cuban like kind of impression on it. With the Heath Ledger Joker thing, I felt like I was able to do that, and like I want to be able to express more range. Like Gary Oldman is one of my favorite actors because like that guy's a chameleon. You know, he can be whoever he wants. Like he can read a script and be like, this is this individual, you know. He could play everything from Drexel and True Romance to fucking Winston Churchill, you know. It's like I want to have that kind of ability one day. That would be dope, you know.
So yeah, let's talk about the Tubi movie. Well, let's talk, like, how did you get involved and what is it about?
Yeah, one of my buddies hit me up and he was like, yeah, you know, my friend seen your Scarface impression. He's directing this movie. It's called Get Active. It's in Florida. shot it in Orlando, Florida. And he was like, he saw your Scarface impression. He's wondering if you can bring a little bit of that flair into this music producer role. So I did it. I just met up with them, had a great time on set, and I think I got a couple scenes in this film, and it was cool. It felt like I got to have a little more flair than I'm used to with this,
What is the movie about?
Honestly, I don't know. I have no idea. I just showed up on set and they just wanted me to play this like music producer, and I guess he's kind of shady, and I guess from what I could tell, I signed this young rapper who's like an up and comer, and his uncle is like fresh out of jail and trying to be like a good influence on him and things like that. But I guess some shenanigans go down. As tends to happen sometimes in Florida. We're Florida men, shit gets crazy down there.
So it's funny, like as an actor, I mean, I don't know, did you get the whole script for this or just your lines?
No. It was very much a like, here's your 4 pages.
Oh,
and
okay.
I don't know if it's like
And how does that help you as an actor? Does that help you or does that hinder you? Because like you don't know where the story's going.
I kind of, I feel like as long as I know his background, like who I'm playing, then that's okay. Unless he was meant to know something else, my character's meant to know something else, then yeah, I have no problem with that. So, I don't really feel like it hindered me in any way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you prepare like for acting? Are you taking did you take classes before or are you planning to take classes? How did you?
I never took any classes. I take that back. I took one class, and it was actually Burt Reynolds' acting class in West Palm Beach, Florida. And unfortunately, Burt wasn't there, but it was one of his people that he's been with for forever that kind of taught the class, and it was interesting. It was fun, and I was actually supposed to be on a pilot with Burt Reynolds through that class, and a hurricane hit. Everything got pushed back, and budgets were cut, and I unfortunately was one of the cuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was supposed to be on a show with Burt Reynolds, which would have been pretty cool. But that was the only time I ever took an acting class, was that one time. And other than that, man, it's like just self-taught. Like I really feel like you can watch a film and kind of get a better idea of like how to be a better actor. Like me watching Robert De Niro, Al Pacino growing up. Guys like that, Leonardo DiCaprio. I just draw inspiration from those guys, and I think like. I want to bring that energy into a scene,
For sure. So you're moving back to Vegas. I don't know if you want to say that yet or not.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. So you're moving back to Vegas.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans for like, your career? Like what's next for you? You said your dream, but are you going to continue to pursue it?
I think I'm going to go a little harder in the paint with it now that I'm coming back, I hear they're making some studios here. Warner Brothers. Apparently Mark Wahlberg is going to make a studio, so Marky Mark, get at your boy. Ted 3. But no, I think it's a good opportunity for the local talent here. I'm curious to know what it's going to be like, if it's going to get oversaturated, or people from LA going to come here now, or whatever. So yeah, I definitely think we're going to be pursuing a lot more than I have been, for sure.
Cool, man. Anything else you got going on before we wrap it up?
Got my baby on the way. Shout out to my family, my beautiful wife, my beautiful children, Kennedy and Meadow, Roman, my future son on the way, first boy.
Yep.
Roman Alexander, future Roman, I love you if you see this. So yeah, I was getting outgunned at my house, so it was time for a boy.
Yeah.
I was surrounded by women, and too much estrogen in the house. I need some testosterone in there. Yeah. But no, man. I mean, honestly, I was just looking forward to seeing you and catching up, man. And I'm a little disappointed Joe Rogan didn't show up. I really thought that's what this was. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, man. I'm looking forward to making some more films, in particular with you.
Yeah.
Getting some more shit done, man. Like, let's do it. I have fun with it. I love it, and hopefully we can take it up another level.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's Ray. Check out his stuff. Follow him on Instagram and everything. He's back, so if you need an actor, hit him up. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
All right.